I truly get so confused, you know. We live in a world, we are told, that lacks imagination. And we have to aspire to be more imaginative. The more imagination that we have, the more creative new ideas, the longer our life and the happier ultimately we will be. But as a child, I was always told, act my age. Act your age, Leon. Act your age. You're being foolish. You should be older in the way you've perceived that situation or how you've responded, whatever it is. You know, and so, okay, so then you say to yourself, well, okay, I have to be more mature. I have to be more thoughtful. I can't get so angry. I shouldn't be so self-centered. Well, whatever it is. But you know what happens? You get older and you get kind of goofy sometimes. The one I really love is I take a shopping cart at Costco or Carrefour or one of these major stores, and I pretend I'm a race car driver. Yeah, I'm racing. And I take my shopping cart, my Porsche sports car, and I scream down the aisles. But of course not really scream, because I try to be sedate and look normal. It's kind of my inner joke. And I pass people and, you know, that special turn that you have to make when it's a special race, a unique race in the Formula 500 or whatever it is. Then if I relate that to someone, they look at me in a rather shocking way. Oh my God, Leon, you're old. You should act your age. So which one is true? I'm confused. As I said earlier, should I act like when I was 10 or 15 years old, or should I act like when I'm 60 or 70 years old? Like, which one is true? I think the truth is that you should act like yourself, right? Like yourself. Because as we age biologically, all around us, people are telling us certain things. You're at a certain age, you should do this. You're at another age, you should do that, etc., etc. But none of it's true. None of it's true at all. It's how I perceive the world. You know, and you will find as the body ages that it doesn't actually really change. Now, there is a proviso, of course, if you get sick or perhaps you're heavily overweight or certain things along this nature, but this doesn't happen to the average human being. Hasn't happened to me, and I've been sick at times, but I've always somehow recovered and gone on. Because I think ultimately, as all of us should feel, that I have a mission. I have to fulfill this task, this journey in my lifetime. It's very, very important, you know. So go inside yourself and discover what age you want to be. And then I think if you possibly can, pick an optimum age. Pick a perfect age that stays with you at some point forever. The age I've chosen is 31. Now, why 31, you may ask? Well, as I was growing up, I had a terrible fear of money. My father was a good man, but he most assuredly had a fear of money because my grandfather had gone bankrupt in 1929 and they lost everything. So for 9 years, my father and my father's family lived in relative poverty. So he joined the army when he was 19, and that was another experience that went on for 6.5 years or so. And then after that, even though they had promised all the veterans that there was going to be work in Canada after the war, there wasn't. And many people, like my father, didn't have a job for almost a year. He told me once that he had to actually sell his military greatcoat just to have some cash. So you could see that when they got work, the men of this generation, the people that are probably going to vote for Donald Trump, to be honest, when they finally got work, my God, a job was precious. And luckily in the late 40s and 50s, 60s even, if you wanted a job, you could have one. And literally the people that didn't have a job didn't want one, because the economies in North America in particular were sizzling hot and they were rebuilding the world for sure. So my father passed that, essentially that fear of money, on to me. But of course I always believe I'm the only person who accepts things, and I did. I had a part-time job when I was 14, but I was always afraid of money. I was never going to have enough money. Always a lack of money, things along this nature. So then eventually I got married, lack of money, 2 children, lack of money. I had a second job, but played the stock market, all these things, but just not enough money. And then, fortunately, at 30, I started a business. And within a year, we had begun to make money. And then it dawned on me, wait a moment. Whether I have money in the future or not, who's making me afraid of money? Myself. Me. Leon, you are. No one else. I can't blame my father, my grandfather, my friends, my situation. It's me. It's my perception of the world. Changed my life. Truly changed my life. So the next time someone says to you, act your age, just think of the age that you've chosen. And I trust it's an interesting age for you, because the world, unfortunately or fortunately, is dominated by your thoughts, right? If you wake up in the morning and you think it's going to be a good day, it will be, barring the circumstances. If you think it's going to be a bad day, like I've said many times, some days I decide it's a bad day. It's going to be. But I choose. This reality, this God-given reality that I occupy is of my own doing. And yes, we all have a cross. Yes, we're all of a certain race, certain ethnicity. We're men, we're women. We're frustrated, we're anxious, we're in pain, we're in joy. It's up to me. Up to me how I see this world. And I think through prayer, through introspection, I can get over the challenges and I can live a decent life. I truly can. And you know what they say. You know what they say. Critical thinking is necessary if you're going to act your age. And critical thinking is great. Truly great. God bless. Bye-bye.